Big day for FC Cincinnati.
Yep, starting today, Major League Soccer's Board of Governors is meeting and could vote on 2 teams to be added to the league. 4 cities are vying for 2 spots.
FC Cincinnati made its pitch for an expansion bid last week in New York City, and now, okay, we're all on pins and needles. I'm just going to say it. We're all waiting to hear the news. Cincinnati is competing against Nashville, Sacramento, and Detroit. Among the deciding factors, the club's plan for a soccer stadium. If Cincinnati is selected, plan right now, play in Oakley. At least, again, that's the plan right now. FC Cincinnati president and general manager Jeff Berding is literally climbing into a chair right next to me now. We say we're on pins and needles. I'm curious to know if he is on pins and needles as well. Are you confident? Are you nervous? Jeff, how you feeling?
I feel great.
Yeah? Yeah, I mean, he looks calm, doesn't he?
He does.
He really does. You look remarkably calm considering really what is at stake. But you've said ever since the beginning of this thing that you were going to put all the pieces of the puzzle together and put it on the table, and it's on the table.
It is. You know, we're stubborn about our vision. We think it's a story that sells itself. We've had a tremendous 2 years here. We had a great opportunity to present to the committee last week, and now we just wait to see.
Tell us what some of the most important moments in your mind were during that meeting in New York City last week.
Well, we had a great opportunity to walk through our ownership group, obviously led by Carl Lindner and Scott Farmer, who were in the room. We talked about how Cincinnati is the fastest growing economy in the Midwest, the largest economy in Ohio. So certainly our market is stronger than probably a lot of people think. And then just reviewing the story. Look, I think a lot of soccer franchises would like to be able to do what we've done over the last 2 years.
Yeah, especially in terms of fan attendance. And our reporting was that took up a lot of the questions. They had a lot of interest in the energy, the enthusiasm of the fans here.
Absolutely. Again, what's been built here has been very organic. When you see the moments like the Chicago Fire match where, you know, any owner in soccer, in sports, would love to have that kind of environment. And the beautiful thing for us is it's really just grown organically from scratch.
What do you make of the possibility that has been sort of bandied about over the last few days of one of the 2 new clubs coming into the league sooner than was expected, maybe in 2019, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
We've talked about it.
Yeah.
Obviously, we made $4 million in improvements at Nippert Stadium to be able to host MLS matches there. If we can help the league by going in 2019, we certainly look forward to that opportunity.
There have been all these reports out there about this West End site resurfacing. I think the Business Courier in particular had some site plans for that again. Where's all that coming from? Is Oakley a done deal?
Well, we obviously took Oakley up to MLS and we presented Oakley. We had a good conversation about Oakley. That is a site that we can deliver tomorrow. If they give us the bid and say start building in Oakley, we will do that. But certainly until you get the bid, you can't say anything is a done deal just yet. We did not present the West End, so I'm not sure why there's some renewed interest publicly there.
Okay, help us sort through this too, because I'll admit I'm a little confused. There was a certain amount that you projected was needed to build that stadium in Oakley. The city and county account for $52 million, I think, of it. The club is $200 million, I think it is, and I think it's a $25 million gap between what you said was needed and what has been committed to so far. Is that necessary for you to get the bid, or if you get the bid, you think the $25 million will come from somewhere, or?
We're going to privately fund the stadium, as you said, John. We're $200 million, no tax dollars, no debt, no responsibility for cost overruns. We're going to pay for the stadium, but you can't drop a $200 million stadium in a neighborhood and anticipate there's not going to be needs for roads, parking, and infrastructure. Otherwise, it would be enormously disruptive to the people that live there, as well as to the fans who are trying to go to and come from the game. The cities would do a traffic study in Oakley, and they would determine what all is needed from a parking and traffic standpoint. The early estimates were along the lines of what we said. If we get picked, then we'll be working closely with the city to see exactly what the final number would be.
So it could be lower?
It could be.
Okay.
It could be. We tried to be conservative.
Yeah.
So the vote happens today, but we are not going to hear maybe until next week now? Is that what we're understanding?
Yes. The vote will be today.
Okay.
Whether we hear anything today, I don't know.
Okay.
Will the public hear anything today? I think is unlikely.
Okay.
But I want to stress, I've said this a few times, we haven't focused too much on the announcement part because that would be to put the cart before the horse. Let's learn we have the bid and then let them tell us, and this is how we want to do the announcement.
All right. Well, we're just as excited, I think, as you are. It's like Christmas Eve. And you know Santa's coming. So Jeff, thanks for coming in and sharing a little bit of insight with us, and best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Together.
Yeah. Thank you.